Good morning, or should I be saying yo peeps? So I've just listened to a song by Drake all about cribs and fam, and I've got no idea what's going on most of the time, but I'm even less sure about what's going on now, if I'm being honest. But maybe that's just a sign I shouldn't be listening to Drake. Anyway, today I'm out on my walk again, and I thought I'd just drop in. What am I going to talk about? So I was asked on the Sunday run, so I do love our Sunday run chats, and they were talking about how is it that they're still hurting when they're running, and they've only been running a little while. So this chap's been running with us for about 3-4 weeks now. Really good guy, really nice guy, young lad. If you are running with us on a Sunday, you'll know who he is. And he said to me, why does my body continually hurt when I'm running? And it's quite interesting because he's a footballer, been playing football for a number of years now, and at a decent level. And he was just saying his body hurts and he can't understand why right now everything hurts whenever he runs. And something that happens with the body is you get something called chronic adaptation, and now that means whenever you ask your body to do something it's not used to doing, it has to adapt, and the muscles have to adapt, and muscle fibers have to change, and muscle fibers have to grow. And if you can imagine, different movements use different muscles. And so if you've conditioned your body as a footballer to do lots of short, sharp runs, you're going to be great at doing short, sharp runs, lots of twisting, lots of turning, absolutely brilliant. However, when you come into long endurance runs of 10 miles, your body and your muscle fibers aren't used to doing those. So it hurts, and it hurts because you're getting some quite severe DOMs in the muscles. Also, your ligaments and your joints aren't going to be used to it either. So I'm just checking I'm not going to get run over as I cross the road. And so there's going to be a little bit of discomfort there. However, as your body changes and adapts, that's when you can really see the benefit, and you'll really start to actually move forward. And that's the same for anything. So if you, for example, you're not a gardener, and all of a sudden you go out and spend a weekend digging in the garden, you're going to hurt afterwards because you're asking your body to do something that it isn't used to doing. And that's chronic adaptation. That's what we do when we, as a coach, when I train somebody in the gym, and they say, oh, the day afterwards, it's because I've asked your body to move in a way that it isn't used to doing. Now, the reason we do that is because I want to make your body ready for anything. Any stress or strain that goes on it, I want your body to be ready for, so that you don't break. And it's quite simple. I don't want you to do something that's going to break your body, because if you break your body, you then can't train, you then can't hit your standards. And it's important that you're prepared to be able to do what you need to do. And so when we do train you, we make you do movements that aren't familiar to you. And you often ask why. I mean, things like jumping on a box. When in your life do you ever need to jump up onto a box? Well, you don't. However, if you have to do an explosive movement, your body needs to be able to do that explosive movement, and therefore that's important. It's important that you can actually do that, and so that jumping on the box has a reason for doing it. Just get out of the way of the nursery. Perfect. And that's sort of why we do it. Why we make you sort of lift heavy reps, then go into something like a static hold. It's putting your body under different stresses, different strains. And we want the body to adapt so it's prepared for anything. So when we ask it to go out and run 10 miles, we can go and run 10 miles, you know. And the condition is different when we're doing a specific event training. So if you're looking for a specific event like a marathon, you'll be doing lots of longer, slower runs. If you're doing 400 metre training, you'll be doing lots of short, sharp sprints and nothing probably over 800 metres, because you don't need to. That's not the load you're putting on your body. So we're looking at general fitness. But I was asked, why does my body hurt all the time? The reason it hurts is because of this chronic adaptation and the specific nature of what you've done in the past and what you're now asking your body to do for the future. And that's it. So that's Andy. I've walked around the block. Excuse me. I'm now going back in. Hopefully my breakfast will be ready. And if it isn't, it looks like I'll be making my own breakfast. I'll catch up with you soon. See you soon. Bye.